Hi everyone, this is Brian from HR Phenom, and today we're going to talk about top tips on how to lead and manage millennials. The millennials have taken over the workplace, and generally speaking, they can be creative, driven, and passionate, but sometimes they also lose focus. So we gathered our subject matter expert to ask what works in leading and managing them.
The way to get the best out of millennials is to get them involved. Have them lead an activity with a small team and stress the value of teamwork, the importance of actually working hand in hand with people around them. You have to make them feel empowered and encouraged, because this will help them feel effective in their roles and also in their interpersonal skills. I believe that educating and training stellar future company leaders, it comes through developing pride in themselves and in their team by asking them their opinions, by giving them responsibilities, also by trusting them to give it their best, and in so doing they'll be able to achieve what they need to achieve, and again, it's achieving beyond their own expectations.
The millennials are commonly misunderstood to be a generation who's always not satisfied with their jobs. Actually, the truth is they're in constant need of a bigger responsibility and are constantly looking for avenue to express their creativity. You do not need to do big things to make them comfortable working with you. What you need to do is to have an environment that appreciates their creativity and a culture that values the diversity of this generation. Because after all, their success is your success.
On millennials, for me, you really have to be transparent on giving them feedback, because against common beliefs, millennials are actually appreciative of regular feedback, and it would really help if you talk to them about their outcomes and explain their areas of opportunities. Although they are very creative, they are very young, they also tend to have that steady routine. This might not always be working to their advantage. This generation can be more motivated actually and have that more passion to take bigger roles and challenges at work. But also sometimes they are too focused on routines. They get scared to take on risks, and this is where they can learn from somebody, from seniors. Give them that push and courage to take on risks that are somehow calculated. And lastly, which I feel is more important, you have to listen, because they may be young, but they have the best ideas at some points. And being insensitive on what they say will cause more harm to any business.
Help them understand their purpose. The generation nowadays, they love to multitask in the world of the social media. It's very inherent in them to do most things all at the same time. So what you can do to them is just to help them realize their purpose, make them feel that they're part of something greater, make them feel like they're a part of a well-oiled machine, that if it weren't for them, or if they don't play their part properly, then it won't really work for the organization. According to a research done by account temps, workers or employees age 34 and under have reported to feel overwhelmed, overworked, burnt out, and 64% of millennials oftentimes feel that they're working towards exhaustion. Can you imagine working without the feeling of purpose? So what you can do is to just make them realize that everything that they do is not related directly to their lives, but just to their careers. And make them realize that they're doing something for a purpose. You give them a sense of purpose.
So there you have it, golden tips from our peers on how to lead and manage millennials based on their experience. But you know what? One thing is for certain. Most management principles apply to millennials, Gen Xers, and even the baby boomers before them. But one thing stands out for the millennials. It's that constant need to connect. So connect and you will win them. I hope you were able to pick up something from this video. Leave us a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to see more from the HR Phenom. Bye!